Looking for the best harem anime series to watch? Well, you are in the right place. You have been warned. Today we are depicting 20 anime TV shows that offers a mass of sexy anime girls, heavy teasing anime scenes, fan services, and twisted anime characters, and so on. So, let's highlight some of the best harem anime series that are filled with beautiful girls, while some TV shows has also some overpowered, badass, and cool main characters. Hence, keep in mind that this list is mingled with various anime genres such as romance, magic, action, fantasy and much more themes that are really enjoyable to watch. 10. Sekirei. This anime is made for those who likes heavy eki harem themes, because this TV show is full of fanservice. The story follows Minato Sahashi, who fails in his college entrance exams for the second time, resulting in him being regarded as worthless by those around him. However, the course of his seemingly bleak future changes dramatically when a beautiful, supernatural woman falls from the sky and into his life. That woman, Musubi, is a unique being known as a Sekirei, a humanoid extraterrestrial with extraordinary abilities. These aliens are known for kissing humans carrying the Ashikabi gene in order to awaken additional latent powers deep within. Musubi kisses the bewildered Minato, initiating a bond between the two of them. This drags him into the high-stakes world of the Sekirei, where he and his new partner must compete against others in a battle for survival called the Sekirei Plan. However, unbeknownst to the contestants, there is far more at risk than what the competition initially entailed. 9. Is This a Zombie? Core wa Zombie Desu ga is one of my top comedy anime ever. The story of this funny eki harem anime series starts in a night while walking home from the convenience store. Aikawa is killed by a serial killer. And he is just as suddenly brought back to life by a necromancer named Eucliwood Hellside. Things get even weirder for him when he accidentally steals a magical girl's uniform, and thus her powers. While humor becomes a main focus in the series, Ayumu tries to find out the reason for his untimely death. However, his quest is to look for his killer eventually drags him into bigger conflicts. 8. The Quintessential Quintuplets. The Quintessential Quintuplets is a Japanese anime and manga series follows Futaro Uesugi, a student, but leads an otherwise tough life. His standoffish personality and reclusive nature have left him friendless, and his father is debt-ridden, forcing his family to scrape by. One day, Uesugi will argue with a female transfer student who has claimed his seat, leading both of them to dislike each other. Later he will be asked to offer a private tutoring gig for a wealthy family's daughter. He accepts the proposal, but is horrified to discover that the client, Itsuki Nakano, is the girl he confronted earlier. After unsuccessfully trying to get back on Itsuki's good side, Uesugi finds out that his problems don't end there. Itsuki is actually a quintuplet, so in addition to her, he must also tutor her sisters, Miku, Yotsuba, Nino, and Aikika. 6. The World Only God Knows. This harem romance anime series follows Kima Katsuragi, known online as the legendary God of Conquest, can conquer any girl's heart. In dating sim games, at least. In reality, he opts for the two-dimensional world of gaming over real life because he is an unhealthily obsessed otaku of Galja games. When he arrogantly accepts an anonymous offer to prove his supremacy at dating sim games, Kima is misled into aiding a naive and impish demon from hell named Lucia with her mission. Shackled to LC via a deadly collar, Kima now has his title of God of Conquest, put to the ultimate test as he is forced to navigate through the hearts of a multitude of real-life girls. 5. Date A Live. 30 years before the events of Date A Live, an enormous explosion devastates East Asia and kills 150 million people. This is the first known spacequake, an inexplicable natural disaster that has since become commonplace. Fast forward to the future. High school second-year Shido Itsuka lives alone with his cute little sister while their parents are away. What do these things have to do with each other? While rushing to save his sister from a sudden spacequake, Shido is caught in the blast and, in the midst of the chaos, finds a mysterious girl. It turns out that this girl is actually a spirit, a powerful being from another world whose arrival devastates the surrounding area. Thankfully, Shido is rescued by an anti-spirit strike team, led by his little sister. This vicious task force is locked and loaded, ready to exterminate spirits with extreme prejudice. But this violent method is not for Shido. He discovers the one way to neutralize these spirits peacefully: make them fall in love. This harem action anime series follows Shido as he struggles to save the world by dating those who threaten to destroy it. 4. Isekai no Seikishi Monogatari Tenshi Muyo. War on Geminar is one of the top harem anime series where the opmic is always surrounded by so many pretty girls. The story revolves around Kenshi Masaki, who finds himself in another world. To get back home, he agrees to help them assassinate the new empress of the Shreyu Empire, Lashara Asu 28. As her army fights them off, Lashara takes note of Kenshi's abilities and demands that her attacker be captured alive. Only to find out that the pilot is male, which is extremely rare on Geminar. Believing it to be a waste to kill him, she makes Kenshi her attendant. As the Empress' new servant, Kenshi must accompany Lashara to the Holy Land, an academy where mechanoid pilots hone their skills. His arrival attracts attention, but Kenshi is unaware that something sinister is brewing within the academy and it could plunge the entire world into war. 3. The Familiar of Zero. Coming at number 3. Zero no Tsukuima, which is an action romance harem that tells the story of Louise Françoise Leblanc de la Valliere, who is a mage in a world of wands, cloaks, and royalty. Although she studies at Tristan Academy, a prestigious school for magicians, she has a major problem. Louise is unable to cast magic properly, earning her the nickname of Louise the Zero from her classmates. When the first-year students start performing a summoning ritual, Louise's summoning results in a catastrophic explosion. Everyone deems this to be yet another failure, but when the smoke clears, Saito Hiraga appears. Now Louise treats her familiar Saito as a slave, forces him to clean her clothes and eat off the ground. But when Saito's hand starts etching from the summoning ritual, rumors have it to be the mark of a powerful familiar named Gandalf. 2. Nisekoi. All he wants is to stay away from his Yakuza background, in order to live a normal school life by the side of his crush Kosaki Onodera. However, an American beehive gang invades his family's turf. This issue forces him to be in a relationship with the daughter of the head of a gangster family, in order to avoid a gang war, much to their chagrin. Nisekoi focus on the daily life of this mismatched couple who are seeking to get along for the sake of maintaining the city's peace. With many more girls popping up in his life, his search for the girl who holds his heart and his promise leads him in more unusual directions than he expects. 1. High School DxD. High School DxD. High School DxD is one of the most popular anime of all time. It's a good eki, harem anime filled with pretty females, especially the hottest anime girl I have ever seen, Rias Grimori. The story follows the student Issei Hyodo, who is a pervert. He does nothing productive with his life, peeping on women and dreaming of having his own harem one day. Things seem to be looking up for Issei when the pretty Rias asks him out on a date. Although she turns out to be a fallen angel who brutally kills him. However, he gets a second chance at life when Rias Grimori, who is a top-class devil, revives him as her servant. Now, Issei must train and fight in order to survive in the violent world of angels and devils. Any given adventure leads to many hilarious and epic moments with his new comrades. All the while keeping his new life a secret from his friends and family in High School DxD. That is it for today, guys. I hope you liked the video. If you then please subscribe. And tell me in the comments section next on which topic do you want.